everybody, this is Angel and welcome to This and That. I have decided to film with my phone sideways to get rid of those sidebars on my videos. I didn't like that at all, but I don't really like how my camera is filming on sideways because it's not capturing everything I would like it to. And it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, even though I am looking at the camera. So there's my crazy eyes. I have a couple of spots in this video where I am, well, this is a repotting video. I repot 3 plants. And I have a couple of spots in the video where I'm not saying anything at all. And I'll probably just try to cut those out rather than put music or something over them, just because this video is so long. Do you really need to see me stuffing bark into a pot for a whole minute? I don't think so. But me and my son's girlfriend were scheduled this morning to get our hair done at the salon, but the salon called this morning to reschedule because our stylist is sick. So instead of jumping in the shower then doing my video, I just jumped right in to do my video, so I have really messy hair in this video. You may notice that my fingers are wrapped when I'm repotting. I sprained my pinky somehow. I don't know how, but messing around with my blankets last night made it hurt, so I taped it up today. And also there's a part where I'm repotting my Paphiopedilum, and I call it a foul. It's obviously not a foul. I don't like how you can mix foul and path and get them confused, so I will probably put a note of that in the video. I used to have all my plants in semi-waterculture before the COVID lockdown was over. And while I was home during COVID for a whole year, my orchids were doing really well in waterculture. But a week into me going back to the office, my orchids started going downhill really fast. So I decided to repot them all into bark, and I did that back in September. And I think they're going okay now. It's just that when they were in waterculture on their dry days, I would still miss their roots a little bit, like 2 or 3 times a day. And once I was back in the office, I didn't have time to do that. So they started going downhill. But my next video is going to probably be an unboxing. It just depends what time my orchid gets here. I'm not supposed to get here before next weekend. If it does, I'll do an unboxing. If it doesn't, I'll have my son's girlfriend unbox it because we're going to be gone for the weekend. But it's going to be another Sherry baby to replace my Sherry baby that pretty much is dead now. When I first got it, it had a virus, and I told the vendor, you know, hey, this plant is sick. It has a virus, and he said, no, it's not, it's just a burnt leaf. And so I believed him, and a year later it's not making it. I had to throw it out because it's sick. It had a ring virus of some kind. But if you liked my little orchid pots with the butterfly holes in them, I get them from Boost 3D Printing off of Etsy. They're great pots. I have a bunch of them. Anyway, enjoy the video. Bye. Hey, it's Angel. Welcome to This and That. Today's going to be some repotting videos. This plant is called Papa Red, if you can see that. I call him Poppy because, like, we call our dad Poppy, so Papa Red's Poppy. The reason why he is getting transplanted is because I had him stuffed in a, you can see his green pot here. I had it stuffed in this cup, which was too tight, and his pot busted on the bottom, so he needs a new pot. So I'm just gonna get his bark out and get him ready. Next is my Gower Ramsey. It's Oncidium. I also have it because it's top heavy stuffed in this cup, but see, this cup was big enough that the pot didn't crack. So let me just take out his bark and I'll be right back. And the last one being repotted today is my new Phalaenopsis that I just bought and unboxed a couple weeks ago. He has new bark soaking waiting for him because I don't like the stuff he's in. He has this tree moss, which I don't know why they put tree moss in there. But his name is Paphodilium Lorena's Pride Crass Barbatum. I am calling him Wayoon. I'd be from Deep Space Nine and Star Trek because I'm a Star Trek fan. So let me get him out of this pot, and then next we'll be repotting. Okay, first we're going to repot Wayoon, and he's getting a 3-inch orchid pot with slits. I have some bark soaking here and a little sphagnum moss to put in it. Start with a few pieces of bark on the bottom. And stick him in the pot. Oh, he might be too tall for this pot. That's better. I am mixing his bark with his moss. I have to mix moss in with these because it's too dry of an environment for them otherwise. There we go. He's all potted up, nice and neat. Put this stuff aside where it won't be so messy. Now I gotta put his stakes in. Now my Popper Red, which is top heavy, is going in another 4-inch pot, this pot right here. I'm using his old media since I just repotted him a few weeks ago. And then I'm gonna stick him inside this heavy ceramic pot right here. I'm trying to film with my phone sideways this time, so it's not capturing everything I'd like it to capture, but I hate those sidebars and I don't know how else to get rid of them, and my husband says you have to film with your phone sideways, so here I am filming with my phone sideways. That ceramic pot's a little too deep for this guy, so I think I'm going to go get some bark to put on the bottom. Okay, this is dry bark. It's not wet bark. It's just going to be like for extra drainage and to give him some height in his pot. That's a little too much. There we go. I like that. Now it's not too top heavy. And he can lean out at whatever angles he wants. But he's got 2 new growths here that's been growing for several months. And I think they have stalled, so I don't know if they're going to bloom or not next year. We'll see. And finally, my Gower Ramsey is also going in the same 4-inch pot and also into a ceramic 6-inch pot for stability, since these were both top heavy plants. Okay. This pot is already better. He doesn't seem top heavy at all with this pot, but it's hard to see. But these two up front are the new growths. There, he fits in there just right. So now I gotta clean up the mess, and I will post this in a few days. Bye.